Dhamma कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जनाय यमुनातीरावनचारि हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। We are reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 3, entitled as Karma Yoga, text number 21. Yad yadacharati shreshthas tat tad evataro janah sayat pramanam kurude lokastadnanuvartate. Yad yadacharati shreshthas तत्तदेवतरो जनः स यत्प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकस्तदनुवर्तते. यद् यदाचरति श्रेष्ठः तत्तदेवतरो जनः स यत्प्रमाणं कुरुते lokastadnanuvartate. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Whatever action is performed by a great man, common men follow in his footsteps, and whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. Please repeat the translation. Whatever action is performed by a great man, common men follow in his footsteps. And whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. People in general always require a leader who can teach the public by practical behavior. A leader cannot teach the public to stop smoking if he himself smokes. Lord Chaitanya said that a teacher should behave properly even before he begins teaching. One who teaches in that way is called Acharya, or the ideal teacher. Therefore, a teacher must follow the principles of Shastra, scriptures, to teach, I think it should be to teach the common man. The teacher cannot manufacture rules against the principles of revealed scriptures. The revealed scriptures like Manu Samhita and similar others are considered the standard books to be followed by human society. Thus the leader's teaching should be based on the principles of the standard rules as they are practiced by the great teachers. Srimad Bhagavatam also affirms that one should follow in the footsteps of great devotees, and that is the way to progress on the path of spiritual realization. The king or the executive head of a state, the father and the school teacher are all considered to be natural leaders of the innocent people in general. All such natural leaders have a great responsibility to their dependents. Therefore, they must be conversant with standard books, moral and spiritual codes. This is the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Milidam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhudale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Brajarine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pashadya Deshadarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakti Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome all the devotees for today's Bhagavad Gita discussion. So this is one of the important verses from Bhagavad Gita where Krishna is talking about the leadership principle. This verse says, Yad yad acharati shreshtas. Shrestha means the respectable leaders. In modern context, we can say leaders. Who are the leaders? Politicians. Or who else? So many people are the leaders, especially in that modern day and age. We can say that influencers, they are the leaders. Anyone who has some following is a leader in a layman's language. Leader is not about some position. Somebody thinks leaders means he should be sitting on some big position. That is not the idea of leadership. Leadership means one who has some following. It can be a great following, small following. But people look up to you. That person is a leader. Right? So they are shreshtas. Yad yad acharati shreshta. Whatever acharan, acharati, whatever conducts they show or they behave. Tat tad eva itaro janaha. Itara jana means the common mass. So the common mass will just look up to them and they'll follow them. Whatever acharan they do, common mass will follow. Sa yat pramanam kurute lokas tad anuvartate. And it said, Sa yat pramanam kurute. Pramanam means whatever standards he sets. And then lokas tad anuvartate. Lok. People in general, they will anuvartate. They will follow. So this is leadership. Whatever they behave, how they conduct, common mass will be inspired, influenced, and they will follow. So it's a great responsibility of a leader. Right? They say that great power comes with great responsibility. So leadership is not all about just power, position. People think I want to become a leader. So I sit on some, top and then I'll just order and I enjoy the power. So it's not about this power, but it comes with a great responsibility. Whatever is the acharan, what is the conduct of that leader, he will influence so many people, the followers. Right? So Prabhupada is writing here in the purport, people in general always require a leader who can teach the public by practical behavior. So we all have the leaders in our life. Sometimes we know, sometimes we doesn't know. But most of the time we follow someone. Somebody would be our leader. Right? It can be some film star, sports star, some politician, some social worker. Somebody inspires us, influences us. It can be some social media influencer. And you might feel like, I want to become like this. That influence is being created. Right? So everybody follows a leader. Now it's the duty of a leader how to lead their followers. Right? So here it has been explained that leadership is a very responsible position. Now somebody might wonder like, that is great and this lecture is great, this verse is great for those who are leaders. I am not leader. So maybe this verse is not relevant for me. So Prabhupada confirms that, clarifies this, that every one of us in some way or other is a leader. Prabhupada points out 3 personalities here. Anybody remembers what was pointed out? 3 leaders, natural leaders. Teachers, father or parents. Who else? Politicians, they have to fight. They are not natural. It is very unnatural leadership. Yeah. So the teacher, father and the king, they are natural leaders. So if somebody thinks, no, I am not a leader, you might be a parent, then you are a leader. You are influencing someone. You are inspiring someone, your kids, your family. Teacher, he might say, no, I am a simple teacher. I'm not a leader. But teacher is a natural leader and king is a natural leader. Like that. Right. So this leadership, as we are talking here, it's not about position, it is about disposition. How you conduct yourself. It's not like you're sitting and you can behave whatever way you want. This is not the leadership. How do you conduct yourself? It's not about popularity, that how popular leader are you, but also it is about responsibility. What responsibility you feel when you're sitting in a position. So this is about leadership, right? It's more about character. The leader should have a spotless character. Unlike the modern leaders we see. Also, one thing we should understand in the society, we can understand the level of society or the community based on whom they consider their leader, an exemplary person that defines that society, that community. If you see in this modern age, people generally consider their role models like some film star and sports stars. So that actually reflects on the level of consciousness of the people. Because objectively, if you see, these film stars, sports stars, politicians, they might be very charismatic personalities. But if you analyze a little bit, then you see that there is no character. Most of them, there might be some exceptions, but generally there is no character and people follow them. So we can understand that what kind of people and the level of consciousness that they consider the person with practically zero character, no character, as their leader. Somebody says, oh, my hero is like some film star, right? And you see sometime all those film stars or some people comes like that. People go mad, right? The famous Michael Jackson was there, now he's no more. People are mad after him. In that concert he will do, there are millions of people will come, and in that crowd people will be crushed. Some of them they will die, right? Because they just want to see one glimpse of their favorite star, like that. That is their hero. That is their leader. So people accept these kind of characterless people as the leader, then that shows that what kind of people in society we are developing, right? So leadership is about character. Leader should have a spotless character. We can learn some of those leadership principles from Ramayana. And how Lord Ramchandra, he was such a ideal king that even today we say that Ram Raj, right? So that was his leadership. So there is this pastime where Lord Ramchandra sent Mother Sita to the forest. And now it's a controversy in the modern day and age. People say, oh, what kind of, God he is, what kind of a person he is, that he sent away his own wife to the forest. And why? Because he heard somebody was talking something. All these rumors were going on. He heard the washerman was talking about the character of Mother Sita. Oh, that she stayed, for 1 year in some other man's custody. What kind of character it is and what kind of king he is. He's accepting that lady and like that. And immediately Lord Ramchandra, kind of externally speaking, abandoned Mother Sita. See, he is the king. He is very, very powerful. He has the power. If somebody is talking anything against him, he can just hang him and finish. So how you can talk something like that about my wife? How dare you to talk like that? But he is showing the example of a leader. Leader should be spotless. Means nobody should be able to raise any point on leader. Point out him, oh, his wife is not good, he is not good, or his character is not good, his wife's character is not good. If something is coming like that, then immediately he has to act on this. So that's the reason Lord Ramchandra, because somebody was pointing out the character of his wife, says, I'm abandoning my wife. Right. So leadership is, another important thing about leadership is sacrifice. So what we see in this modern age, that people are so fascinated about being a leader. A lot of fascination because power comes, right, facilities comes. But what people want to understand is responsibilities, character, sacrifice. One should be ready to sacrifice if you want to be in the position of a leader. Sacrifice of what? Sacrifice of your personal comforts. Sacrifice of your relations. That is what is the leadership is about. Unlike modern day and age, it's all about me and my family. They are not the leaders. They are corrupt leaders. That is what we say. Leader means he should be ready to sacrifice his own comfort, to help his subordinates, to help their followers. He can sacrifice. Right? He can sacrifice his own personal relations. If it is coming on its way, in its way to lead him ideally. Say, okay, somebody is raising the point on my wife's character. Okay, I'll just sacrifice this religion itself. So this is a leadership. It is not an easy thing. Right? So Prabhupada is bringing here another point that apani achari prabhu jivera sikhai. Another thing about leadership is it's not about just ordering. It's not about delegating. But one should teach by his personal example. And this is quoted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that apani achari prabhu. If you want to teach others, first you show by your own example. Like somebody is giving a lecture on no smoking, not smoke, and he gives the lecture. Right? He's hired, like sometime, all these motivational speakers, they come, they're hired, they give big lectures, don't be stressed, and sometimes they talk about all those kind of topics. And after that, that person is going outside and smoking. So you give a big 1 hour lecture on no stress, right? And you are smoking. Looks like you are in stress, right? To release your stress, you are smoking here. Say what to do, all this college authority, they are not paying on time, so I'm tensed, right? These kind of things won't work. So if you want to teach others, you teach by your own examples. That is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. Apani achari prabhu jive rasikhai. If you want to teach someone bhakti, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission was to spread the message of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and the process of bhakti. So he was not sitting and giving lectures all the time. But by his own personal example, he was teaching how to practice bhakti. Right? And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught in this modern day and age, to practice bhakti, one should chant the holy name of the Lord. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going out in the streets and constantly chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chant, sing and dance. That is the process. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was showing by his own personal example. So this is how the leadership should be. There's a famous story about, and this mother takes the son to one of the influencer, big man. And this son was having the habit of eating too much sweet. And then he never listened to the mother. Mother thought, okay, he will listen to that important man, influencer. She went and she says, can you tell him not to eat sweet? Says, yes, I can tell, come next week. So mother goes back, and after next week, like 1 week, she comes back, and then this man, influencer, he tells the son that please don't eat too much sweet, it is not good for your health. And this boy, he was having a great regard for this man. He says, yes, from today on I will stop eating sweets. So mother was happy, but at the same time he was little amazed also to see that if you have to say this one line that don't eat sweet, you could have said that last week itself. So this person said, last week I myself was eating too much sweet. Right? I myself was not following that. So something that you want to teach others, you teach by your own personal example. So that is what is the leadership is about. setting the standards for others to follow. Not only just keep giving the lectures all the time. You do, and then people will follow you. People will learn by seeing you than more than by hearing you. You can say, become a nice devotee, do this, do that. People would listen, they'll clap, they'll say, very nice lecture. But when you actually practice, people feel inspired. Right? So this is what is the leadership is. So the parents, most of you are parents here, you are all natural leaders. So it is very, very important that what kind of conduct, what kind of character, what kind of behavior you show to your kids. Many times, some parents come to a Sunday school, they drop the kids here with the idea that my child should become like Prahlad and Dhruv, first class devotee. And they drop them here, they go for shopping. Some grocery, something like that. So they themselves are not interested in learning all this, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. But their dream is, my child should become first class devotee. It doesn't work like that. Right? So first, you learn, you practice, and by your own practice, you show by your own examples, the kids will learn by seeing you. So don't give lectures. And nowadays, of course, the kids won't like all those lectures. They will give you lecture, rather. So you show them by your personal example. So this is what is the leadership is about. So we're talking about some of those important principles. So one of the principle is sacrifice. Leader should be ready to sacrifice. Prabhupada is the great example of the leader who sacrificed everything. Practically everything. Prabhupada received the instruction from his guru to share the message of Bhagavad Gita in the Western world. And then he started working from his very early age. And at one point, Prabhupada left everything. He took the vow of renunciation, sannyasa order, and then he started working. Comfortably situated in Vrindavan, all spiritual comforts. But then at one point, he realized, what is that sound? At one point, Srila Prabhupada realized that he has to move out, to preach, to share. So then he sacrificed his spiritual comforts, not material comforts, spiritual comforts. For a sadhu sitting in Vrindavan doing his bhajan, nicely having darshan of the Lord and all of that in the Vrindavan Dham, what else he wants? But he left everything and came to this country, right, amidst of all the hippies. Prabhupada came to America amidst of the hippies to make them happy. Right? People are suffering here. And life was not easy. It's everyday sacrifice, everyday struggle. No contacts, no resources. But he was a visionary. So leader is, also another quality of a leader is, he's a visionary. He had a clear vision that what he has to do. And to achieve that, he can go to any extent. Prabhupada is such a great example of that sacrifice. Right? And as we are seeing, Apni Acharya Prabhu Ji Vira Sikhai, Prabhupada was not sitting here and giving the lectures in the beginning. Later he gave a lot of lectures, but beginning was not like that. What he used to do in the beginning, he will invite some of the people. Anyone he'll meet, he'll say, please come. Who will come? Some hippies will come. Now they don't know how to respect a sadhu. What is the maryada, what are the etiquettes? Nothing they know. They just came. And then Prabhupada will do some kirtan. And then Prabhupada personally used to cook before they come. And 70-year-old man, he's cooking. Right, Indian food. Then he'll give the lecture, little small talk, some kirtan, and then he'll serve prasad. Now these people, they don't know like what are the etiquettes. They'll sit there, they'll eat the prasad, and they never tasted all this Indian food, such a nectarian food. So they'll eat so much. One person will eat like 10 chapati, 15 chapatis. Few people will only coming, like 5-6 people were coming. But the 5-6 people will only eat 70-80 chapatis. Who will make? Prabhupada was making that single-handedly. And after that they'll eat They'll get up and leave. Who will take care of their juta plates? Prabhupada. Right? So the leader who is a visionary, who is very, very clear in his purpose, his mission is clear, vision is clear, then he go to any extent. He sacrifice and then he teach by his own example. So Prabhupada did for many, many days and months like that. And then one or two people, those who were coming, they got some good sense. And finally one day they asked Prabhupada that, Swamiji, can we help you in some way? Then Prabhupada asked, yes, you can help me. Right? He never asked. So this is inspiring people. You can demand. But leadership is not about demanding. It's about commanding. You say, oh, I'm a sadhu, I'm a big man, and I'm telling you, do this, do this, do this. Probably maybe sometime, one or two times people can do out of obligation. But they'll not be inspired to do that. They'll say, oh, this person is too bossy. We don't like to go there. Every time we go, he just tell, do this, do that. We don't want to go there. So it's not about demanding, it's about commanding. Command by your own character. Command by your own conduct. Prabhupada taught that leadership. He never asked anything from them. Unless they came and asked that, Swamiji, can we help you in some way? And then Prabhupada started training them and guiding them like that. So this is also another principle we are talking about. The sacrifice, leader should have the clear vision, clarity of mission. He should lead by his own example, by his own behavior, by his own conduct. So these are all, important principles about leadership. It's not just about authority. And we have many examples. Let us talk about something from the Bhagavatam in a different context though. We have this example of Indra. So there is a story that Indra, who is the king of the heaven, and there is another king who was Prithu Maharaj, a great devotee of the Lord. So then he started performing the sacrifice, Rajasuya Yajna. And the rule is that if you perform successfully 100 sacrifices like that, then he becomes qualified to take the position of the Indra. Indra is a post. Like the king of the heaven, he is called Indra. So anybody who is qualified can take that position. So this Prithu Maharaj, he started doing that. And he very successfully performed 99 sacrifices. And it was the 100th sacrifice. And that is when this Indra became bewildered. Thought, if this is also done, then my job is gone. I'll become jobless. My status will change. What will happen? I have to do something about it. So what he did, he wanted to disrupt this 100th sacrifice of Prithu Maharaj. So he came in the garb of a sadhu. No, he's not a sadhu, but he's like a fake sadhu. He came, right? And then he managed to steal the horse. It was a horse sacrifice, Ashwamedh Yajna. So in that, horse is very, very important. You do the whole thing, at the end horse should be there to be sacrificed. If horse is only missing, then whatever you do, it is all waste. So this Indra came in the garb of a sadhu, a sannyasi, in a saffron robes, and everybody respected him. And then he managed to steal the horse. Some of you might know this story. And then finally he was caught, and so many things happens. And then Brahmaji personally had to intervene there. And then Brahmaji told this Prithu Maharaj to stop the sacrifice. Right. So in that, Prabhupada explains in one of the purport that why Brahmaji had to intervene and stop Prithu Maharaj to do this. Because this Indra, he was becoming so anxious about his position. And because of that, he did something which never happened in the history of humanity. He became a fake sadhu. And he started a new parampara, new tradition, that you can be a fake sadhu also. So though Indra is a big position, he is the king of the heaven, he ideally should have behaved properly in ideal way, but he did something which has created another tradition of faking as a sadhu. So Brahmaji didn't want that. Again, you try to do this one sacrifice, he will try to cheat in some other way. He is such an important leader, but he is not in his good sense. So if he set these kind of examples, then the common mass will follow. And actually he already set a bad example. Right? He became a fake sadhu, and now in modern day you see that so many fake sadhus. So Brahma is their Mahajana. Sorry, not Brahma, Indra is their Mahajan. Like that. So this is a wrong leadership. So one should feel, very, very responsible. One should not become blind just because you're sitting in a position by hook and crook. You want to maintain that position. And then you go to any extent to maintain that position. So that is a wrong leadership. We have another example in the scriptures of Lord Shiva and then story of Lord Shiva and Chitraketu. How many of you know this story? Only very few. Okay, I'll narrate this story a little bit. So one time, Lord Shiva, who's a great devotee, great Vaishnava, he was sitting in his own abode along with his own wife, Mother Parvati. But something very interesting. Lord Shiva, though he is a very, very great personality, very renounced, and he was sitting surrounded by some of, the sages, his followers, and Mother Parvati. But how he was sitting was, Mother Parvati was sitting on his lap, which is a very unusual thing to, like publicly, nobody does that. Husband, wife, there's nothing wrong in that if wife is sitting on the lap. But what was wrong was that it was in a public place and anybody can see them. So Chitraketu happened to pass through on that path, and then he saw that Lord Shiva and the Parvati were sitting on his lap. He kind of spoke a little harshly in a tone of condemnation. Hey, you should not be sitting like that and something. And then Mother Parvati became very, very upset. She became very angry. I'm cutting short the long story. So she became very upset, very angry. And then she cursed Chitraketu, who was also a devotee of the Lord. But she cursed in that anger that you doesn't deserve this. You better become a demon. And then Chitraketu, in his next life, he has to become a demon. From a devotee, he became a demon. And the demon, famous demon in the Bhagavatam, Vritrasur. Right? Why I'm bringing this story is, Prabhupada in one of the purport, he quotes from Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur. They analyze all these great acharyas. They analyze like what happened, why he did like this, why he spoke like this. Because Chitraketu was also a great devotee. Then why he kind of used that tone of condemnation, that to also Lord Shiva. Didn't he know that who is Lord Shiva? Such a great personality. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he analyzed and he says, he gives his commentary that Chitraketu knew very well the position of Lord Shiva. He is a very, very exalted personality. He can do whatever he wants, whatever he desires. There's nothing wrong. There cannot be any, nobody can point out Lord Shiva in whatever he does. It will be perfect. But still, he did, thinking that, yes, Lord Shiva is a great personality. He is free to act whatever way he wants to do that. But that act, the common people may not understand sometimes. And they might condemn Lord Shiva, or they might point out his behavior like that. So I had to seize Lord Shiva to exhibit this behavior in a public place. Now directly how he'll go and tell, hey, no, don't do like this. Lord Shiva is a great personality. So that is why he consciously chose to speak harshly. And then he kind of condemned. He kind of little laughed and all that. Now in that context what happened? Lord Shiva did not feel bad. There's no description that Lord Shiva got upset, angry, hey, how you can talk to, you don't know who am I? He'll open his third eye and then, there will be annihilation. Lord Shiva did not react. Because Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says, Lord Shiva understood the Chitraketu's intention. And why he's trying to do this? Because he is a little concerned. So it is not actually the condemnation. It is the concern. The Lord Shiva, you are great. But people are not that great. They will point out unnecessary. So you should not do like that. So he indirectly tried to tell him that stop this. But Mother Parvati did not understand that. his intention. And that is why Mother Parvati condemned the Chitraketu to become the demon in the next life. Right? So there Prabhupada quotes in that purport, Yad yad acharati shrestha tattad evataro janaha, because this is a very important principle. So leader should be very, very conscious and careful that how you behave, especially in a public place. An ideal leader is public life and private life. It's like an open book. Unlike in modern days, publicly when they come, they show that they're so great. And then inside the story is different. So many things. Some people keep coming and exposing them. So one should be very, very careful. So this is about leadership, because here Krishna is saying, Yad yad acharati shreshtas. And why this verse is coming, just to give you the context. This is the 3rd chapter, Karma Yoga, wherein Krishna was telling Arjuna to fight. As being a Kshatriya, it is your duty to fight. Arjuna is saying, no, I cannot fight. How can I fight? All my family members. So this is not good. I don't want to fight. Rather, I'll go to the forest. I don't want even this kingdom also. I'm not interested in all this power position. So I don't want to get into all this fight. I'll rather go to the forest. So very thoughtful, Arjuna. But now Krishna is teaching Arjuna here. Say, oh no, you cannot do like this. Because you are a leader. If you don't do your duties as being a Kshatriya, if you don't fight against adharma, you might be a very renounced person. You may not be interested in all this power position and all of that. Great. Appreciate. But if you don't fight here, you will be seen as that you are not doing your duties. And as being a leader, you will be setting a bad example. In the future, people will follow your example. Right? And then Krishna quotes this verse. Yad yad acharati shrestha tattad evataro janaha. Whatever a great man, how he performs, the action he performs, the common mass follows him. So that is why Krishna was telling Arjuna, you have to fight, you have to set the right example. So this is a leadership. We should follow the leaders. And who are the right leaders? As in the beginning we are talking about, it shows our character based on that whom you accept as a leader. Think my leader is someone who is characterless. Then it is understood I am also characterless. In simple terms. That is what is my value system is. So that is why we have to choose the right leaders. Our scriptures explains, Mahajano yena gadaza bandha. One should follow in the footsteps of Mahajana. There are Mahajanas is being described in the scriptures. In the Srimad Bhagavatam. How many Mahajan? 12 Mahajan. Anybody knows who are the 12 Mahajan? Mahajan means great personalities. Mahajano yena gada sabantaha. One should follow the Mahajan. Who are the Mahajan? Sambhu Narada Sambhu. Prahlado. Sambhu Narada Sambhu. Prahlado Janko Bhishmo. Balir Vyasi Kisama. Kumaro Kapilo Manu. So these are the 12 Mahajan, great personalities. So one should follow in their footsteps. Shambhu, Lord Shiva. Narad Muni. And Swambhu. Swambhu is Swambhuva Manu. And then Kumaro Kapilo Manu. 4 Kumaras, the 4 sons of Brahmaji. Kapil Muni, Kumaro, Kapilo, Manu. And then Prahlado Janko Bhishma. Prahlad Maharaj, Janak Maharaj, the father of Sita Devi. Prahlado Janko Bhishma, Bhishma Dev. Bali Maharaj, Vyasiki. Who is Vyasiki? Vyasadev. And Vayam. Who is speaking these words? Yamraj is speaking these words in the 6th kind of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Yamraj is saying, Vayam means me too. I am also one of the Mahajana. So these are the 12 great personalities whom should we follow. So we can learn these great leaders are there in the scriptures. We should try to follow in their footsteps so that we can also move forward in the right direction by following the right leaders. Okay, so this is about leadership, some of the principles. Just to quickly summarize this, we discussed about Apani Achari Prabhu Jivara Sikhaya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that if you are a leader Who are the three leaders, natural leaders? Parents, teacher, and the king. So all of you are leader here. Okay, so don't think no, this is not for us. So we are all leaders as a parents. But how to teach? How to lead? Lead by personal example. Apni Acharya Prabhu Jivarasaka. First you behave, you conduct, and they'll follow. And the leadership requires sacrifice, integrity, the clarity of the vision, the mission, and selflessness. And then leader should also, another important thing, leader should empower others. Generally the modern leaders they are very insecure. They just keep talking all big things. Yes, come on, you can do it, Diego. And as soon as they see that somebody is doing something, then they'll figure out how to pull him down. When they feel insecure. Example is Indra's example we discussed. He started feeling insecure. They try to pull him down. So the leaders, another way of saying the leader is the one, or the true leader is the leader, or he is identified or defined based on how many more leaders he creates. And this is another example of Srila Prabhupada. That Prabhupada was such a visionary leader that he created many leaders. His whole leadership was all about that. He was the founder and acharya of this worldwide Hare Krishna movement. But he was training his disciples to lead the worldwide movement. Is your other question? Yeah. So see, it is not like Indra was a wrong leader, but sometimes some corruption happens. His track record of leadership is great, but sometimes they are just carried away by something, some insecurity or something like that. So it's not like that immediately if leader did a mistake, immediately he should be removed. Should be given a chance to improve. Either it is leader or it is anyone for that matter. So Brahmaji is like the top boss. Says he did a mistake, so he should be given the chance to be corrected. And at the same time, Brahmaji took the precautions that, rather remove that cause of a disturbance. So he again not lead in a wrong way. So like that. So this whole cosmos. Yeah, so Lord Ramchandra managed Sita just because somebody said something. So how do we justify that? Yeah. So there's so many things. See, when we read the scriptures, we use all the examples to understand some lessons. But the meaning and the purpose of all those pastimes are multivalent. It's not like only one thing is being taught there. At the same time, Lord has his own plan. Plan is Sita has to go and live in a Valmiki's ashram. Then these two sons will be born. So many things are there, right? So one thing what we are talking in today's context is about leadership. But it's not just very straight and is limited to the leadership only. There's so many other aspects to that particular pastime. So Lord also setting the right example as a leader, as an ideal king. At the same time, he has to perform some other pastimes also. So all those things are taken into consideration like that, right? But in our context, we are using that for a leadership, like that, right? Another thing we said that leadership is not about demanding; it is about commanding. You should inspire by your own examples. You should command the respect. Don't demand the respect. So there are 4 ways that people can follow you. I'll just close with this. People can follow a leader. There's 4 levels of motivation to follow a leader. The lowest level of motivation to follow a leader is fear. He's a powerful man. If I don't follow, then he can do something. Motivated by fear. That kind of a leadership is not a great leadership. People are scared of you. Right? That is why they follow. The next level of motivation is people follow the leader because of desire. That if I follow him, if I impress him, then I can take some benefit from him. That is why they follow. This is next level of motivation. The third level of motivation is the duty, wherein they understand that this is my duty, I have to follow the leader. That is reasonably good leadership. But the highest level of leadership, which Prabhupada also says, one place Prabhupada says, leadership is not about law, it's about love. Somebody follows you out of love. And I love you so much, whatever you say, I'll just follow. That is the great leadership, which is not easy to, develop that. So that is the leadership that one should aspire, that one should love the people. Right? Love his subjects, love his followers. And love is all about selfless service. You cannot just keep saying that when you go and give a big lecture as a leader. I love you all. As a politician, they are great to give all this bhajan. And what is their love? Where their love is expressed. So love is expressed through selfless service. So if leader is ready to selflessly serve the subjects, then subject will be ready to go to any extent to follow the leader. That is the true leadership. Right? And this kind of leadership is much required in this day and age, which we have been missing. So these are some of the thoughts on this verse. I'll pause here and see if anybody has any question or any comment. Somebody wants to add something or ask something. Okay. So now we can chant one round of Hare Krishna mantra. Anybody is coming first time here? Okay. Some of the people are coming first time. Welcome. Hare Krishna. So we have a lot of programs, and also those who are coming first time, we have a special gift for you. Please collect your gift from the counter before you leave. And this will be very, very precious gift that you will relish for the rest of your life. So don't miss it out. Okay, and we have many programs, so you can check out those details. You can sign up also for any updates you will receive, like festivals and so many programs. Now we'll chant one round of Hare Krishna mantra together. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon. So now our next program will be the Arati. So we request all the devotees to turn towards the altar, towards Krishna Balram. And after the Arati, we will also be serving the Prasadam. And today is Ekadashi, very, very auspicious day. So generally on Ekadashi day, we all fast. Those who are not fasting, you can also consider to fast on Ekadashi. It is very simple. You have to fast from the grains on the day of Ekadashi. So today the Prasadam what will be served? It will be non-grains. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram
Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram
Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai
जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय
जय श्रीनिवास गोविंद जय श्रीनिवास गोविंद श्रीनिवास गोविंद जय श्रीनिवास गोविंद
जय श्रीनिवास गोविंद जय श्रीनिवास गोविंद श्रीनिवास गोविंद जय श्रीनिवास
जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत देव लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत देव
जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत देव
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद यशोमती नंदना ब्रजबरो नागर गोकुल रंजन काना यशोमती नंदना ब्रजबरो नागर गोकुल रंजन काना नागर गोकुल रंजन काना गोपी परनदना मदन मनोहरा गोपी गोपी परनदन मदन मनोहरा कालिय दमन विधाना कालिय दमन विधाना अमल हरिनामम्य विलासा अमल हरिनामम्य विलासा विपिन पुरंदरा नवीन नगर बोरा
विपिन पुरंदरा नवीन नगर बोरा
विपिन पुरंदर नवीन नगर बोरा
विपिन पुरंदर नवीन नगर बोरा
वंशी बदन सुवासा
कंसी बदान सुवासा
ब्रजजन पालन सुरकुल नाशना
ब्रजजन पालन सुरकुल नाशना
ब्रजजन पालन सुरकुल नाशना
ब्रजजन पालन सुरकुल नाशना
नंद गोधन रखवाला
नंद गोदन रखवाला
नंद गोदन रखवाला
नंद गोदन रखवाला
गोविंद माधव नवनीत तस्करा
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 सुंदर नंद गोपाला
सुंदर नंद गोपाला
सुंदर नंद गोपाला
सुंदर नंद गोपाला
यमुना तटचरा गोपी बसनहरा
यमुना तटचरा गोपी बसनहरा
यमुना तटचर गोपी बसनहरा
यमुना तटचरा गोपी बसनहरा
रासरसिक कृपमोया
रासरसिक कृपमोया
रासरसिक कृपमोया
रासरसिक कृपमोया
श्रीराधा वल्लभ वृंदावन नटभरा
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 भक्ति विनोदाश्रया
भक्ति विनोदाश्रया
भक्ति विनोदाश्रया
भक्ति विनोदाश्रया
यशोमति नंदन ब्रज बरो नागर गोकुल रंजन काना
यशुमति नंदन ब्रज बर नागर गोकुल रंजन काना
जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम
जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने
नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरा भक्त वृंद
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरा भक्त वृंद
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Namaste
Namaste Narasimhaya
Namaste Narasimhaya
Namaste Narasimhaya
Namaste Narasimhaya
Praladaladaine
Praladaladaine
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha
Shilatankanakalaye
Shilatankanakalaye
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha
Yato Yami Tato Narsimha
Yato Yami Tato Narsimha
Bahin Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha
Bahe Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha
Bahin Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha
Bahe Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha
Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade
Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade
Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade
Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade
Tava Kara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Avakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Jaya Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Jaya Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jayo Ananta Dev Lakshmi Narasimha Jayo Ananta Dev
Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Ananta Dev Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Ananta Dev
Jaya Vigna Vinasha Jaya Narsimha Dev Vigna Vinasha Jaya Narsimha Dev
Jaya Vigna Vinasha Jaya Narsimha
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So welcome all the devotees to Shri Krishna Balram Temple. We have some few announcements. This announcement is for the kids. So as many of you already know, we have been conducting in the temple this kids summer camp. So it is happening in the 4 different phases. 2 camps are already done. And the 3rd camp is going to start from 14th of July. It will be 14 July to 25th of July. So you can check out the details if you want to put your kids into this camp. They learn a lot of value education here with fun and a lot of friends here. So just check out the details on the counter and then you can enroll, and then there will be another one starting from 28th of July. So 2 more are still pending. So please take this opportunity, put your kids into this program. Okay, and another announcement is one of the biggest festival of the temple. What is the festival? Everybody knows already. Still I'll announce. So Sri Krishna Janmashtami we are celebrating on August 16th, which is Saturday. So a lot of festivities has been planned starting in the evening 5 p.m. till midnight. So you can come, bring your friends, family, and then participate and receive the blessings. So Krishna Janmashtami, and apart from the festivities, there will be a lot of volunteering opportunities, a lot of seva opportunities. So if you are interested in doing some seva, you want to volunteer for Janmashtami or any other kind of seva, so meet our volunteers here, check out the details, and then enroll and sign up for one of those sevas. Okay, so these are just, and if anybody is coming first time, so please collect your gift from the back counter. Who's coming first time? Okay, there are quite a few people. So don't miss out to collect your special gift from the counter. And as I said, today is Ekadashi, very, very special, very, very auspicious day. We'll be serving the prasadam. So nicely eat the prasadam. And after that, another important activity, which is we need your help from all of you. After taking the prasadam, we need your help to do the Mandir Marjana Seva. How many of you don't know what is Mandir Marjana Seva? Please raise your hand. Okay, it is very, very simple. After the prasadam is done, everything is done, we all collectively had to bring back the temple into its real shape. Because you see, like hundreds of people take prasadam, little things will be spilled and a lot of things. So we need all your help. You can spend just 10-15 minutes, whatever time you can, and then help to just do some cleaning with all of the devotees will be doing. So you can just join the hands and it will be very, very helpful. We'll really appreciate that. Okay, so that now you can proceed for the prasadam after the prayers. So we'll chant the prasadam prayers, and before that we all offer our pranams to the lordships. So please pay your obeisances. Jam Vishnupad Brahmans Parivaraj Kacharya Sto Darshan His Divine Grace Abhay Charanar Arvind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON founder Acharya, VVD founder Acharya, save the whole world. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय. नामाचार्य श्री हरदास ठाकुर की जय. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौर गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय. श्री श्री मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय. नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय. जगन्नाथपुरी क्षेत्र की जय. गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय. वृंदा देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय. श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की. श्री गौर निताय की. श्री श्रीनिवास गोविंद की. श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिम्ह देव अनंत देव की जय. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय. जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की. निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. हरि हरि बोल. So we'll chant the prayers. Before we take the prasad, we have the tradition of chanting the prayers. Basically, this is the prayers of gratitude. We just remember the Lord and we thank the Lord for giving us this wonderful prasadam. So Prabhu, if you can display the prasadam prayers on the screen, will be helpful for the people to follow. Mahaprasade Govinde Nam Brahmane Vaishnave Swalpa Punyavadam Rajan विश्वासनेव जायते शरीर विद्यजाल जीवे जड़े इंद्रियता है काल जीवे फैले विषय सागरे तारा मध्य जीवा थी लवो माए सुदुर्मती ताके जे डाकड़िन संसारे कृष्ण बड़ दयामय कोरी बारे जीवा जाय स्व प्रसाद अन्य दिलो भाई सही नम्रता पाओ श्री राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेम डाको श्री चैतन्यताय जय निमाय जय निताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे बोलो श्री कृष्ण बलराम गौरनिता श्रीनिवास गोविंदा लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा देव अनंत देव Srila Prabhupada Mahaprasadam Ki. So now we request all the devotees, please proceed for the prasadam. Eat nice prasadam, and then we have some program for digestion also. That is Mandir Marjan.
Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Hare Ram